Critical Role.
What does it mean?
It's Latin, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Because there's Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But Machina is like machine, right?
Yes.
Which probably means something.
You're not going to make it easy to get into that lab. There's some way you can sneak past. It's a box.
Do I really have to do the box for this?
No.
For medical supplies.
Sneak up behind that guy and stab him through the heart.
How do I do that?
Just walk up behind him.
Vox Machina is Latin for voice machine.
B. That guy too. That's fine.
Well, that was one of the big boys, so you're
Oh.
good. Yeah, he's dead. You don't have to worry about that. Vox Machina is Latin for voice machine. So that's why they changed. That's why they named themselves that. So because they're all voice actors. Uh-oh.
Oh shit! All right, I got these big boys.
I'm honestly in that console wars debate. I'm just glad Nintendo is still in their own lane, doing their own shit.
Yeah. Because if Nintendo got like bought by a bigger corporation, which at this point will never happen, things will just get really shitty.
I mean, because like, if the Switch had failed, but that's what would have happened, you would have seen like Mario on the Xbox or PlayStation.
But that also goes back to that thing I was saying where if the last gen console sucks, the next one's going to be awesome because they have to course correct and fix their shitty mistakes.
The thing is, like, the Wii U wasn't that bad of a console. It's just like, it was apparently like hard to develop for, or at least people didn't want to develop for it because they had to keep the gamepad in mind.
Yeah.
And then the fact is, like, their release windows were shit because like no game came out.
I feel like if they had pivoted the Wii U to be like, okay, the bundle includes the Pro Controller and you can now navigate the menu with that and play all the games that way, I think that would have been way better.
Well, it's the same thing with the Wii. Like, how many times, like, I remember playing Twilight Princess the first time, being like, "Oh, this is cool," and after a while, I'm like sitting on my couch just doing this.
Yeah,
it's like fleeing, like just slightly stabbing shit.
Shit, dude, that gets you a little winded doing all that flicking.
Man, imagine playing Mario, like old school Mario Party. We have to like spin the thing.
Yeah, until the dust comes out of your.
The green is an
N64
optional.
controller.
Green is optional.
Yeah,
yes.
green optional. I think you do have to go through that door. Not that one.
Yeah.
Or that one.
Don't go through it?
No, go.
Oh, okay.
He misspoke.
Because I saw one back further that went through that smaller hallway.
All right, there's a bad guy over here. If you want to sneak up on it, you can. No, get that. Get the box. Or can you get the box?
No, slice the boxes.
No, I'm pretty sure you can get a box.
Yeah, look, it's
You
different
can,
color
but
than everything else.
Slice it. With blade mode.
Wonder where you learned that from.
Wonder where he learned that from.
Oh my gosh. At least they're like.
I mean, they're aware. This is made by like. I feel like Platinum is like hyper aware.
Yeah.
Plus, it's Kojima. Kojima's team is writing it.
Ooh.
Oh, it's like one of those little water fish. Water bugs.
Waterfish bugs.
Waterfish bugs.
Now, will he be able to fucking stealth it? There you go.
Yes, sir. Give me that spine, baby. Yeah, this game's
All right.
super fun.
Now turn to that wall on your right.
This wall?
Where? Yes, that panel right there. Turn around.
You mean to face him?
Well, I guess you have to now.
Oh shit.
Oh damn! I guess they moved up the Xbox showcase. It's June 11th now. So that's Sunday. I thought it was the 13th. I swear to God. Oh. Y'all still want to try to watch it?
Potentially. What time is it?
It's like midday. I probably won't be able to watch it like the day of because I'll be working. But
All right, where to go?
That right there. To the left. Turn it. Stop. Look at the wall. The wall in between those two things. It's jittering and stuttering like it's not a real wall.
Okay, that last description is what helps. Just look at the wall, and I just went,
This one?
okay.
This wall right here?
These are terrible security systems.
Yep. It's funny because they're attached to a camera, but they only go by the little laser.
Yep. Oh, see ya.
We ain't found shit. I need to watch Spaceballs again.
I'd be super down.
We're combing the desert, sir. Yeah, Spaceballs is good. I think the Mel Brooks films that are my favorite, it goes Blazing Saddles,
Blazing Saddles is amazing.
Men in Tights, then Spaceballs, and then there's one other. Forgetting it. I think there's one earlier. Mel Brooks was part of the producers, which is that old Matthew, not Matthew Brown, the Charlie and Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Fuck.
Gene
Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yes, Gene Wilder. Mel Brooks. That was he produced that movie, which is funny because of all the Nazi stuff. We'll bleep that out. I guess maybe YouTube won't like that.
Doing a lot of Nazi talk.
Yeah. But because of having him being Jewish producing that is
People are going to think we
really
just get
funny.
drunk and talk about Nazis.
Yep.
Notice how I got real quiet for a second.
You were the one
Yeah,
that was
you already
talking about
spoke.
Jewish
Yeah, you
porn.
can't take back.
I can take back, and I am.
He said I can edit that shit out.
That was like 3 episodes ago in the scale of this.
Yeah, see, that's the best part.
The comments have not forgotten by now.
Like, we're gonna get many comments these first few episodes. We're gonna be fine.
It's going to be one comment, and it's going to be from Joey, and he's going to be like, this was pretty entertaining, but I didn't like when Luke talked about Nazi porn.
Jewish porn that a reformed Nazi wanted to watch.
The fact that you have to explain it makes it worse.
This game's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I wish they would bring this system back for something. This is the
I
only
also
time
feel
they
like
ever
this
use
is the perfect. Even though I know it's easy, but it still feels like the perfect level of difficulty. Even though that's me being
Hey, look,
cheap.
I'll
with
say.
it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm really enjoying like the pacing of it, which I'm saying we're doing a playthrough, so it makes sense that I want it to go by a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But still, it feels really good.
I have said this, and I'm starting to like say this more in my as I get older. It does not matter what difficulty you play as long as you're having fun. Like, that's all that matters.
And I think this game is so fun, and I'm like finally understanding
the love we have for it.
no, like how to play it, like with the blue and
Yep.
understanding all that. So yeah.
I agree with BJ though. I wish more games decided to do this combat system or something similar, because that blade mode idea is
It's awesome.
Yeah, no one else has
Platinum
done that.
themselves could make a whole IP around that, and they just won't.
I wonder if Konami owns the system, like Warner Brothers
So
owns the
what's
Nemesis
the
system.
deal with
Airplane food.
Konami and
Kojima? So
Metal Gear 5 took too long in their eyes.
they wanted
And
it
they
to
were
come out
like-
sooner.
Yeah.
So they fired him.
Well, no. So they in order to placate him,
Do I
I
go
think he put out
upstairs?
upstairs. I think.
That's where I came from. I
Oh,
jumped out.
It's the door on the wall to your left, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So he put out. I'm pretty sure he just wanted to put out Metal Gear 5, and instead he got. I think they made him put out Ground Zeroes to be like, hey, we need something out now, and he was
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. And
I remember people were pissed when Ground Zeroes came out.
yeah, because it was like they thought it was going to be Metal Gear 5, and
Are
then
these all the things that are controlling those little bots that I'm fighting?
No, these are all children that they've kidnapped and cut the brains out of, and they're putting them in VR combat simulations.
Did you ever see Spectral? It's a terrible Netflix original
I've heard of it.
that has to do with it. That's the same premise. They have these bodies that they just take out everything except the nervous system, and they inhabit these ghost forms. And you've definitely seen the scene where it's these ghosts that are being fought with these awesome, like, electromagnetic guns. And the guy, like, sets up this gun. He puts on this visor. It's once I show you, you'll be like, I've seen that on TikTok or something.
I'm sure I have.
But other than that, it's a terrible movie. Oh no, wrong one. Now I can go through?
yes.
Well, now I think you gotta go somewhere else.
Well,
Yeah, now you gotta go through story.
shut up, 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 shut up.
Yeah, basically, they want Metal Gear 5 to come out a lot sooner, and I think he wanted it. Kojima wanted a lot more. I don't think he wanted to make it open world, right?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure it was.
I think he did, and that's why it took so long.
Because now he's not a part of any.
Well, no, he has his
He
own
has his
studio.
own studio.
Which is-
Kojima or
What's the last game they did?
Death Stranding.
That's right.
And now they're doing Death Stranding 2. Oh yeah, now you're on this now.
Use it to locate a data.
This one is the only actual stealth part that actually works,
Yeah.
so you can actually hide.
Any funny business, and they might just open.
But also watch the mini map and you'll see all the red dots. That's where the enemies are. If you want to be real stealthy. Yeah, he's doing Death Stranding 2, the unannounced game for Microsoft.
But it's also like at that time, Konami had not put out a game in fucking forever. I think the last one was MGS4.
No, they did the Lords of Shadows games, the Castlevania games.
Yeah,
Lords of Shadows 1 came out first, and then Lords of Shadows 2 happened, Mirror of Fate. You had, I want to say, a bunch of Silent Hill HD collections and
it
other
was
stuff.
one Silent Hill HD collection, and that was so fucking bad.
Didn't they also do one for the Wii? Like, I think they were pretty much winding down a lot of their development stuff.
I think that was a different studio that did that one, but it was the fighting game. It was like Castlevania Smash Bros.
All I know is that there's a Castlevania game for the Wii that had the Death Note artist do the cover art.
That's the one.
You
Yeah.
know where I'm supposed to go after this?
And they also let
you,
him
you just had to
redesign
find the
characters.
terminal. I don't remember where the terminal is.
It's around this awning and through a door.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, they had the Death Note artist redesign all the characters, and that's why Simon Belmont is in like skinny jean shorts.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of wild.
A lot of the characters
In
don't
what
look.
game?
Oh, it's that vent right there.
Oh,
backwards.
that's a cool attack.
It's this Castlevania fighting game for the Wii, but then they also added characters like the Wolfman from Castlevania 64, and he looks fucking sick.
There's a series on YouTube, and I feel like we'd just be copying it, but I would love, like, because I would love to actually, like, sit down and look at, like, video game box arts or, like, art from games and, like, kind of, like, debate what's a good box art versus what's a bad one. Because there's some really shitty video game box arts, and one of them happens to be this fucking... anytime they do, like, HD collections like this, and then they go, we're gonna put a picture of the game box with the Xbox logo and everything on top of this, is stupid as shit.
Oh, you mean like how?
Why does he have a coat? He's a cyborg.
Because he's
Style?
chilly.
Shut up.
He's a chilly Billy.
A silly Billy chili. A little chili pepper. Yeah. I was doing something at work and I was like, yeah, and then Kim goes, yeah. And we just started laughing really hard.
this
and
is pretty
nobody
good.
knew what we were talking
Yeah.
about.
But like this is a pretty good HD collection box for the people at home.
the art of the first two.
The art is always stellar.
The
for
art
these
on the
Metal Gear
original
games.
game box is
Are there any
really
cool collector's edition for any of the Metal Gear games?
This one has Metal Gear Rising has one that's like a really cool posable figure of Raiden. If you get the UK version,
If you buy the MGS5 one, it comes with a half scale of his arm that's posable.
Oh, I want that. I wonder if eBay just has just this arm.
I think they did sell them separately for a while.
MGS5 arm.
I wonder if they're going to do a collector's edition for the 3 remake.
Only
and what that would come
$52?
that's not bad.
Hell yeah.
It's no game, but you know,
You have Metal Gear 5, so you're fine.
it's the only game for gold ever made.
That's like worth it.
And I don't think there's any other games for gold.
I have plenty.
Games for gold or Game Pass games?
No, gold.
Okay. Well, maybe they have. Maybe it's the only one I have.
They
downloaded.
still put them out monthly.
I
games
used
for
to
gold?
redeem them.
Yeah, you can still get. There hasn't been anything that's worth getting.
What was the gold?
That was the
tier?
best.
Just
I mean,
Xbox.
it was just Xbox Live Gold. That's what it was.
Yeah, they started it on the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Xbox Live, and then they added Game Pass.
Yeah, when you could talk on the chat and play
I'm saying
online.
gold doesn't exist anymore.
It does.
Yeah.
It's part. No, gold exists. It's just part of Ultimate now. Like
Really?
it's
not just a
part
part
of
of
it.
Game Pass.
Yeah, so now it's just the service where you just get games to own.
Yeah, but
But in the day, it was like if you're subscribed.
if like case in point, if you had ever redeemed any in the past, they will still
Actual
show up.
watch list. It's $52 right now. Is its bid? So I'm gonna wait.
By the way,
till-
BJ, this is the worst box art for a collection
Yeah.
I've ever seen. I hate this shit so much.